In this video, we're gonna learn about principle of inclusion and exclusion. So what is this principle of inclusion and exclusion? It is also called as a pi. So it is used to find number of elements in finite set. It is counting technique which generalizes the familiar method of obtaining the number of elements in the union of two finite set, and the formula for that is A union B equal to A plus B minus A intersection B. Just revise set operations. So we have learned intersection, union and difference. So based on this, we introduced a new formula for A union B, and that is also called as a principle of inclusion and exclusion base. So what is the intersection? Two sets, set A and B, can be intersected. We can say that intersection is just the common portion which is lying between set A and set B, which is common inside two sets. That is called as an intersection. That can be visualized as this portion, that is intersection. Then what is union? Union is inclusion of all the elements which may be present in your set A, set B, or which is present inside both the set. That is your union. But think, what if your two sets are apart from each other? So in that case, union will be these two sets. If the two sets are disjoint, then union will be A plus B. Okay, so based on this, we can further add on this, that is difference is also a set operation in which, suppose we want to perform A minus this common portion which is lying inside A and B, so that will become this portion. Now A minus this portion which is not of A, set A, that will become this portion. Now this portion will be set A minus the element which is adding from set B. Okay, and this is also called as A intersection B, which is the common portion between set A and set B. So this can be termed as A minus B or A minus A intersection B, and this definition allowed us to create new formula for A union B, so which introduced the concept of principle of inclusion and exclusion. So we can say that if this is the union of my set A and set B, so we can visualize this as this portion. Again, this portion can be fragmented into two parts. Now let's suppose this is my set A, set B, the addition of these two. But while adding these two, I forgot that this is also a portion which is again added twice. This is added twice, so this is appeared one time extra, so we are just subtracting this one time. Okay, this is about the principle of inclusion and exclusion. So how we can show, how we can prove that adding two basic inclusion and exclusion principle for two sets, finite set, is this. Okay, so just let's revise. For two finite set A and B which are subset of universal set, then we can say by diagram this portion will be disjoint, this portion A intersection B portion will be disjoint, means they are not having any correlation between A and A intersection B, means they are different from each other, and this portion is also different from A intersection B. So they are disjoint or they are mutually disjoint set. Then we can conclude that whole this union will be set A minus B, this portion, blue portion, this yellow portion is A intersection B, plus this green portion is set B minus this set A. Okay, so we can further refine this equation as, now just let's expand this equation. How we can term this equation in another equation format. Now this A minus B can be termed as, your whole set A is consisting of two parts, A minus B and A intersection B. So this is the equation, and this equation will give you what will be the A minus B. Your A minus B will be whole A minus this A intersection B. In same way, we can term the B as your B minus A will be B minus A, this green portion will be whole B minus A intersection B, and from putting this equation, this second equation, third equation into the first equation, we can get, just replace A minus B, B minus A, so we will get at this place this equation, and which will give us the formula, that is A union B is equal to A plus B minus A intersection B. So this is just about the formula of A minus B, A union B, which is principle of inclusion and exclusion. Just start with the principle of inclusion and exclusion on two sets. Suppose you are having set of integer which are going from 1 to 1000, and you just want to find how many numbers in that set are multiple of 3 or multiple of 5. So the numbers which are multiple of 3 we can term as that is set A, and set B will be the numbers which are multiple of 5 in the range 1 to 1000. So this is blue portion which is multiple of 3, and this is a green portion which is multiple of 5. So we can find these numbers by using integer of 1000 divided by 3, and upper bound, its upper integer part will be 333. So that many numbers are divisible by 3. In the same way we can term set B will be the numbers which are divisible by 5 in 1 to 1000 range will be 1000 divided by 5. It will be 200 numbers. And if you want to check that how many numbers are multiple of 3 and 5, both 3 and 5, so the formula will become whole number that are 1000 divided by 3 into 5. Okay, now this will become 1000 divided by 3 into 5 is 15, that is 15, and it will be I think 66 point something, but we just have to consider integer part of that, that will be 66. So just let's add this into this equation, and what we will get, equation of principle of union and exclusion, that is A union B is equal to A plus B minus A intersection B. So from this equation we can say that our numbers which are multiple of 3 or 5 will be 467. In the same way we can perform operation on 3 sets also. So this is the question. 100 sportsmen were asked whether they play cricket, football or hockey. Out of this, 45 play cricket, 21 play football, 38 play hockey. So we can term this set as C for cricket, F for football, H for hockey. 18 play cricket and hockey, and 9 play cricket and football, 4 play football and hockey, 23 play none. So these many count are there, and we have to find the number of sportsmen who play exactly one of the games, exactly 2 of the games. So the diagram will be this. Okay, now what the data which is given to us, this is the data which is given to us, and we have to find how many numbers are there which are playing only one game, and second is which are playing only 2 games. So just by using the formula, this is total students, total sportsmen were given, they are total 100, but it is not given whether they are playing any of these games or anything. Additional information is not given. So this will be my universal set, and this count of the universal set is given as 100. So, and this portion which is outside of my set diagram, that will be number of people which are not playing any of these games, so they are 23. So this portion is termed as C union H union F, that is people who are playing either cricket or football or hockey or all. So that will be this portion C union H union F. So we just have to calculate this portion, then we can proceed for calculation of our remaining portion. So we'll just calculate, that will be whole this portion, that is universal set count 100 minus this portion. This portion is your sportsmen which are playing none of these games, that is 23. So it will coming out to be that this portion inside your universal set sub portion will be 77. So means 77 people are there which are playing either cricket or football or hockey or any of this game. So we have to count first. We will solve this. How many sportsmen were playing only one game. So for that, what we can say, the sportsmen which are playing all of this game, how we can get the formula for that? We are having this formula for set principle of inclusion exclusion on your 3 sets. this is A union B union C is equal to A plus B plus C minus A intersection B minus A intersection C minus B intersection C plus A intersection B intersection C. So this is about it. So just find out how many we have not yet founded this portion. We don't know what is the value of this portion from previous diagram, so we'll just focus on calculating this portion. So this portion can be calculated by previous equation, this equation, and by putting all of these values in that equation we will get our C union H union F will be C plus H plus F minus C intersection H minus C intersection F minus H intersection F plus C intersection H intersection F. This intersection tells which are playing all of this. This is and this is union is for or. So sportsmen which are playing cricket and hockey and football means they are playing all of these games. That count we just have to found out, and by placing all of this previous value we will get that for that value is 4. Then we have to proceed for calculation of sportsmen which are playing only one game, only one. Now we will just start with sportsmen which are playing only cricket, only football and hockey. So just start with sportsmen which are playing only cricket. So we'll just take this portion, and from this portion we'll just separate out this yellow portion. So how we will separate out this yellow portion will be the sportsmen which are playing only the cricket. So we can say that this will be whole C minus this portion, that is C intersection H minus C intersection F. But while subtracting these portions, this portion is subtracted twice. Okay, we just have to subtract it only once, so we will add it one time. So our formula will become C whole C minus C intersection H minus C intersection F plus C intersection F intersection H. By putting the values from previous, we will get 22 sportsmen are playing only cricket. In the same way we can go for calculation of remaining part. So we will get that only 12 are there which are playing only the football. Just this circle minus this portion which are not in the red color. In the same way we will go for calculation of sportsmen which are playing only hockey. So we will get that 20 sportsmen are there which are playing hockey, and so on. So in this way we can say that there are total this yellow portion, red portion and blue portion. We just have to only add this portion, so we will get these many peoples are there which are just playing only one game. So that are 22 plus 12 plus 20, so 54 sportsmen are there which are playing only one game from their side. Okay, this portion, this is only the portion. In the same way we have to calculate how many sportsmen are there which are just playing only 2 games, not all of these 3 games. So from where we can get the value of that, this is the portion where sportsmen are playing 2 games, but it is not additionally given whether they are playing only these 2 games, cricket and hockey, or they are additionally playing football also. So we just have to separate this thing from, these are the 2 parts. Okay, this whole part is C intersection H. We just have to separate out this portion, then we will get the sportsmen which are playing only this cricket and hockey. So we can, by diagram we can say that this whole portion is your C intersection F. So this minus this common portion will give you only sportsmen which are playing cricket and football. So that equation will become C intersection F minus C intersection F intersection H, which will become, then which will give you value that is 5. 5 sportsmen are there which are just playing cricket and football. In the same way if we go for calculation of other part, so we will get that there are only 14 sportsmen are there which are just playing cricket and hockey. In the same way go for calculation of this portion, hold this portion F intersection H minus C intersection F intersection H will give you this portion value, and that will be 4 minus 4 means there are 0 sportsmen which are not playing football and hockey means zero people which are playing football and hockey means nobody is playing both football and hockey only. So just put all of this value in this equation and we will get that there are total 19 sportsmen are there which are playing these two games, and this is the portion where we are getting the sportsmen which are playing two games. So in total we are getting there are only 54 sportsmen are there who are playing only one game and 19 sportsmen are there who are playing two games. In the same way, we can go for summarization of the whole formula. If you're having this summation of all of this set, we just have to find how many are there which are playing A, B, C, D and so on. Means if you're having union of n sets, then how we will go for calculation of this formula. So this principle of inclusion will be either A1 or A2 or A3 or so on or an. This formula will be summation of all of the single set individual A1 plus A2 plus A3 till an, then sum of size of all two set intersection A1 intersection A2 minus A1 intersection A3 minus A1 intersection A4 minus so on. All the possibilities of two set intersection will be listed out here. Plus, now afterwards we have already covered here plus sign. Next will be for minus sign on two set combination. Now on the next time if we are performing combination on three set of intersection, then we will add plus sign. Plus A1 intersection A2 intersection A3 plus A1 intersection A2 intersection A4 and so on and so on. So you just have to if you are having only one set, then plus sign will be used. If you are having intersection of two sets, then minus sign will be used. If you are having then three set, plus minus for 4 sets intersection, then for 5 set intersection you will use plus sign and so on. So our formula will become summation of all of this set will be minus 1 to the power k plus 1, whatever till set you want to perform that intersection, that will be summation of intersection of all of this subset.